going to tell you right up front where we're headed to. The global political left leans south in Daniel 11 towards radical Islam. The global political right leans north towards papal-led or traditional Christianity. That's where we're headed. Now I'm going to go into demonstrating it. Let's take a look at what it actually says in Daniel 11 about the time of the end, and that's our time right now. At the time of the end, the king of the south shall attack him. And so you have the king of the south here, which is going to push against, or the Hebrew word is gore. So it's going to be a messy, not so nice of a wound. And the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind, with chariots, horsemen, and many ships. And he shall enter the countries, overwhelm them, and pass through. So it's going to be a relatively violent, short conflict. When I say short, the first two conflicts took centuries. So this conflict won't be taking centuries, I don't believe. He shall also enter the glorious land, that's Israel. That's the king of the north entering Israel. And many countries shall be overthrown, but these shall escape from his hand. Edom, Moab, and the prominent people of Ammon. That's Jordan. He shall stretch out his hand against the countries, and the land of Egypt shall not escape. He shall have power over the treasures of gold and silver, and over all the precious things of Egypt. Also the Libyans and Ethiopians shall follow at his heels. I want you to notice something. When the king of the south goes down in Daniel 11, it names Jordan, Egypt, Libya, Ethiopia. And especially when you consider ancient Ethiopia was far larger than today's Ethiopia, and it would be predominantly Muslim in that territory in today's world. And so what you have is every one of those areas that are named by Daniel when the king of the south goes down and is Islamic. Daniel's places always fit. The map fits with this message. So we're looking at the time of the end, who are the allies first of the king of the south. And we get that in Revelation chapter 11. So we're going to start with Revelation 11, get the ally of the south. We'll go to Revelation 13, get the ally of the north. Here's what it says. I'm going to read it through, and then we're going to unpack it together. And I will give power to my two witnesses, and they will prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees and the two lampstands standing before the God of the earth. And if anyone wants to harm them, fire proceeds from their mouth and devours their enemies. And if anyone wants to harm them, he must be killed in this manner. These have power to shut heaven so that no rain falls in the days of their prophecy. And they have power over waters to turn them to blood and to strike the earth with all plagues as often as they desire. When they finish their testimony, the beast that ascends out of the bottomless pit will make war against them, overcome them and kill them. And their dead bodies will lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Then those from the peoples, tribes, tongues, and nations will see their dead bodies 3.5 days, and not allow their dead bodies to be put into the graves. And those who dwell on the earth will rejoice over them, make merry, and send gifts to one another, because these two prophets tormented those who dwell on the earth. Now after the 3.5 days, the breath of life from God entered them, and they stood on their feet, and great fear fell on those who saw them. And they heard a loud voice from heaven saying to them, "Come up here." And they ascended to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies saw them. In the same hour there was a great earthquake, and 1/10 of the city fell. In the earthquake 7,000 people were killed, and the rest were afraid and gave glory to the God of heaven. The second woe is past. Behold, the third woe is coming quickly. So by the time I get done reading that, most of you are going, and what did that say? Now, I will tell you this. I like Daniel a lot better than Revelation. Because when Daniel says something, he means what he says, as far as every place name in the whole book of Daniel actually means exactly what he says. However, in Revelation chapter 1, in the first couple of verses, it said that Revelation was signified, put in symbolic form. Oh man, you've got to unpack Revelation a lot more. So let's dig into it and unpack it a little bit.